Once we find ourselves on CINAHL Complete, then we can start beginning our search. Now, if you've used CINAHL Complete before, this may look very different than what you're used to, and that is because a new interface recently was released, and that is what this change is reflecting. Now, with this new interface, I'm going to ignore most of the stuff over on the left under My Dashboard. This is largely based on you creating an account and signing in, which you're more than welcome to do, and I'm happy to help you with that. But for this video and for this tutorial, I'm going to avoid the account altogether and just focus on using the database. Now, from here, we can just enter in our keywords within one of the search windows or select a drop-down menu to figure out where we're looking. We can look in the title and abstract, we can search for author names, and even search within subject headings. So that is an option that's available to us. However, I am not going to do that. I actually would prefer to use some of the features that are built into this database. In order to do that, I can scroll down. And under filters, we see there's a lot of limiters here. Some of these are very specific to medicine. Some of these are allowing us to narrow things down by, say, evidence-based practice or by randomized controlled trials. We can also see there's topics for nursing specifically, such as any author being a nurse, pregnancy, inpatients, outpatients, etc. However, I don't want to get too specific just yet when I'm beginning my research, so I'm just going to select two of these options here, peer-reviewed and research article. Now I can be assured that anytime I conduct a search with these set, every result I see back is going to be coming from a peer-reviewed journal, and it's going to feature original research. Now, if I scroll back up, there's also options like search options. And for this, I really recommend having it on Find All My Search Terms. However, that's really up to you, just worth considering. There's also CINAHL headings. CINAHL headings is actually basically what they're calling subject headings. And that means if I type a search term in here, it's going to tell me what the subject that they use to describe that is. For instance, if I type in skin cancer, it's going to direct me instead to skin neoplasms, which is the subject term they use for that specific condition. And that can be really helpful because that's not only going to search for skin neoplasms, but search also for skin cancer since it falls under that umbrella and under that definition. So this is a really helpful way to sort of cast a wider net and try to get those things back. Let's imagine for just a second that I am looking for articles about health promotion, specifically about prevention of childhood obesity amongst Hispanic Americans. Now, in order to do that, I want to break down my topic into 3 different concepts. And I can look those up one by one here in the CINAHL headings. When I search for health promotion, I see it comes right up. And if I select the checkbox here, what I'm presented with is a definition of what health promotion is considered, as well as a group of subheadings. Now, if I was interested in focusing on the statistics and numerical data of health promotion, I can select this, and what it will do is focus specifically on that subheading or that area of this topic. However, I don't want to do that just yet. I want to see what all is out there. So I am just going to click Add to Search right here. And if I go to the top, I can see health promotion is now listed as one of my search terms, and it has this MH for major heading. Now I can go back down and adding my subjects in with childhood obesity. And in this case, it comes and tells us we're actually not going to use childhood obesity. We're going to use the term pediatric obesity, which makes sense. So I can scroll down, find that, and do the same thing. I can look at these subheadings if I want, or I can just add this to my search. And once I do that, I can see it is now taking up this second window. And this brings me to the final part of my topic, and that is Hispanic Americans. And when I do that, once again, we see this come right up without any problem at all, and I can select that, add it to my search, and now we see these 3 major concepts of my subject all in these search windows. And when I click search, now I'm taken to a list of 67 results that are all going to be from peer-reviewed journals and also feature original research. And they're dealing with the major subjects of health promotion, pediatric obesity, and Hispanic Americans. For now, I can start looking through these results and try to figure out which ones might be right for me.